Hi, and thank you for joining us for another Follow Friday. We're here today at Superior Energy Solutions in Kalida, and we're speaking with Eric Kahle, one of the partners in marketing and sales persons, and with Dan Klear, who is the advisor and founder of Superior Energy Solutions. So thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
So let's talk about when and how did Superior Energy actually begin?
Okay, well, as I was always interested in solar. We built our house in 1981, and we had solar thermal installed at that time, and so we had some 26 years where that serviced us pretty well until a storm took it down. But in the meantime, then I retired from my previous employment at an early age and decided there's something else in my life I wanted to do. So some friends of mine through County Electric asked me to help them start a business called Superior Energy Solutions. And so that began in 2009. And here we are 14, almost 15 years later, passing it on to the new owners and looking forward to great things from them.
That's amazing. So what is the benefits of solar?
Well, basically, once you buy a solar array and install it on your home or your farm or your business, you're basically buying 30 years worth of electricity all at one time. So you're going to be producing power every day. Cloudy days, that's not as much, but the sunny days make up for that. And you're buying electricity from yourself for the next 20 to 30 years.
Wow. So even on a cloudy day, you're producing energy.
Right. The sun, as long as the sun is shining, which if it doesn't shine, it doesn't matter.
Right.
So a sunny day is always more production naturally, but even on cloudy days, it does give some solar production.
That's awesome. So if you're a business and you're thinking about this, make sure to consider and give them a call to get some more information. But so what is the process when you get a call from someone who wants to install solar or is inquiring about it?
Yeah, so there's a number of ways that you can reach out to us. We can reach out on our website. You can give us a call. We have a couple of information emails available as well. And once somebody reaches out inquiring on solar for their home, their farm, or their business, basically we require a site visit and a copy of an electric bill. And one of our energy advisors will go out and do a visit with you at the home or the business. And then we'll be able to lay out the exact system that you requires for your usage and the layout of the pitches of your roof or the layout of your land. And then once we decide to move forward, then we'll go ahead and get started on the permitting from the utility companies, and then we'll dive into the incentives from the government as far as the grants that are available and the tax credits that are available, pending on the entity that is putting the system in.
Right.
And then once the panels are up and installed, then it's time to start producing and start saving money on your electric.
That's amazing. So you talked a little bit about it. What are the tax benefits and the grants available?
Yeah, so basically anybody who pays taxes, a home, a business, a farm, you're available to receive a 30% tax credit on your IRS tax return. And then, for home or businesses, there is up to 50% grant money available as well for the cost of the project. So, and that is partnered with the USDA Department of Agriculture. And and how that process looks is, you have to be a home or a business, you have to be a business generating income. And then, we have a partner here locally in Kalida as well that helps apply for the grant and then incorporate the grant into the project. And it's a pretty simple process. That is one of our goals, is to simplify that, because there's so many unknowns with the solar industry and what's available and what's not available. We try to help simplify that for the home or business owner.
That's another great thing to have, is that you not only install it, but you help them save some money too. So that's wonderful. So let's talk a little bit about maybe the elephant out in the community right now. What is your thoughts? What is Superior Energy's thoughts on the local farms, solar farms.
The large acre farms. Yeah, so those have been growing in size and numbers. I'll say in the southern region of the U.S. We're starting to see a few more trickle in here to our neck of the woods. And solar is a great investment, economically as well as environmentally, for your home or your business or your farm. Superior's take on the large acre systems that take up thousands or hundreds of acres of farm ground is, we have a growing world, a growing population that needs to eat every day.
Right.
So our take is, we would love to see a field continue to produce a crop. We're in a rural farming communities with farmers, around that are customers of ours as well. And again, we like to see that ground continue to produce a crop, and put solar, on the roof of a building, on the roof of a house, in a gravel stone lot, or in kind of unusable ground.
Right. So that's a good way to answer that question. So let's get into something a little bit more fun. So you guys are new owners of the business. So what drew you to this business?
Well, Dan did. We got one conversation with Dan, and we knew it was a match made in heaven.
Right.
Of
That's
course.
awesome.
Yeah. And it really was. I mean, I'm not necessarily exaggerating that. Talking to Dan, and we knew we wanted to do something, with impact. We're three local guys, me and Neil Recker and Drew Stechschulte, all born and raised in Kalida. We want to continue to be a part of our communities. We want to make an impact in our communities. And talking with Dan and seeing his vision on where the company started to where it is today, along with the government incentives and the growing popularity and the growing inquiries on solar, we knew it was a good fit.
That's awesome. So Dan, you've sort of passed the baton over, but you're still here in an advisory position. So
thankfully,
yes.
Yeah.
So you bring such a wealth of knowledge, and you are passing it on a little bit. But what is the future for Superior Energy Solutions here?
I see retirement in my future, but I'm really excited for these three guys to come forward. Working with them now for almost a year. I've actually just met them a year ago in December last year when we first were looking to try to sell my business. And they came along and they brought a breath of fresh air for the whole thing. They've got a couple of guys working with them now full time, which is kind of what I always wanted to do, but it was just me.
Right.
I see a bright future for them. I guess we'll let them talk about what they see in the future.
Right.
But
yeah, and the future is exciting, not just for the solar industry, but Superior, and building off the foundation that Dan set. And our goal is just to continue to educate the people in our local communities on the power and promise of solar and the benefits of it. The sun's going to come up every day, and maybe educate people who don't really know much about solar, or the concept of it really. So, and then continue to be a part of our our growing communities as well. Goal of ours.
That's amazing. So thank you so much for doing that. And so if someone wants to inquire about getting solar for their home, how would they get in touch with you?
So yeah, you can reach us on our website, which would be www.senergys.com. You can feel free to give us a call, which would be 419-890-8067. And feel free to shoot us an email as well. We have an info@senergys.com as well.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us. Remember to like and follow them on Facebook and LinkedIn, and you'll be able to catch up and see what they're doing and the projects that they're doing in those aspects as well. So thank you so much.
thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.